All over the world, there are structures called dams. Dams are used to hold water back, generate electricity, or even control flooding. Dams can be different sizes and can be very large. For example, the Three Gorges Dam in China is 1.4 miles long and 630 feet high, making it the largest dam in the world. And using the boat for scale, as shown in the photo, you can tell that it is indeed a very large dam. On the other hand, dams can be quite small and can be found in your local rivers, streams, and channels. In the United States, the first dam was built in 1640, and now there are over 90,000 dams throughout the nation. But not all dams have the same form or function. A few are arch dams. An arch dam is curved, located upstream, and able to hold back mass amounts of water. A buttress dam can be curved or straight, and it is a hollow dam that is supported by buttresses downstream. A diversion dam is used to reroute the flow of the river from its natural flow to a new water course. A hydropower dam are dams that store water that is able to be converted into energy through the process of water flowing down and the potential energy, which is stored energy, being converted into kinetic energy, which is the energy of motion. So you may be wondering, why are dams built in the first place? Well, dams can be beneficial economically, but dams have many negative effects on the river's ecosystem. Upstream of a dam, a reservoir is created, which is an artificial lake. This reservoir stops the flow of water, and animals like fish and mussels can no longer thrive in this new habitat. Downstream of the dam, the flow is altered between surges of water and reduced amounts of water. This cycle has a negative impact on the local flora and fauna due to the irregular flow variations that harm the natural cycle variations that prompt growth and the reproduction cycle of species. Dams also trap sediment, silt, and debris. This becomes a problem because trapping the sediment and silt can alter the habitat many fish depend on to spawn. Dams allow for sediment and silt to stay stagnant on the riverbed, and this buries the riverbed that fish need to lay their eggs. Silt being trapped upstream can also collect heavy metals and pollutants. With sediment also being trapped upstream, this disrupts the flow of sediment that is required to maintain the landscape that is downstream of the channel or river. This can have damaging effects on the ecosystem. Another negative impact dams can have is on the water quality of the channel, river, or stream where the dam is located. The dam causes thermal stratification, which means that the water is separated into thermal layers between warm water and cool water, and there is a lack of water mixing and cycling. Also upstream, where the reservoirs are created, these still waters will allow for the water temperature to increase, which makes way for there to be blooms of algae. This decreases oxygen levels and causes eutrophication. This can also block off light, which the plants need to grow. You may also be wondering if there are solutions to these problems, and one is removing the dams, which can be beneficial to the ecosystem if done properly. The removal of dams can help rivers by restoring the river's natural water movement. This can be beneficial to the ecosystem. Upstream, the reservoir is removed, and the habitat that was once there is reformed, and native species like freshwater mussels, which are endangered, can be reestablished. Downstream, the natural flow of the river is restored, which benefits the vegetation and the animal species' reproduction and growth. Removing dams can also help with migration fish, like salmon, sturgeon, and eel. For example, salmon start their life cycle in fresh water, and then migrate to the ocean to grow and feed, and then return to the freshwater rivers to breed and spawn. It is very important for us to care about the removal of dams, because removing dams has the potential to restore waterways to healthier conditions that can support both animal life and plant life. At this point, you may be wondering, what can we do to help? And what we can do is to continue to learn that better river, stream, and creek quality conditions mean our local communities are healthier, and we can continue to enjoy our natural environment by keeping it safe and in good condition.